Jail in Scott County, Indiana, charged with drug dealing that resulted in a death. The charge carries a sentence as long as 4 decades, 40 years, and according to the Scott County, Indiana prosecutor, it's just the second time his office has used this charge. Grace McKenna was in Scott County today, and she is in the newsroom live with the story. Grace, why are these charges so uncommon, especially with the number of drug overdose deaths we've been seeing lately?
That's a great question, Doug, and it's for 2 main reasons. One, the statute creating the charge was just passed within the last 2 years. Second, Scott County Prosecutor Chris Owens says these cases are very hard to prove. Today, I spoke to Owens about the message he's sending and to people in the Southern Indiana recovery community about the steps that still need to be taken.
Scott County Prosecutor Chris Owens says the county is drilling down on drugs.
Newer tool in our toolbox now to hold dealers accountable.
This week, they charged a Scottsburg man with dealing a controlled substance resulting in death, a level 1 felony. According to court documents on January 3rd, officers found a woman dead of a possible overdose at a hotel. Another man was there telling officers he gave the woman several hydrocodone pills he'd picked up from a pain clinic.
Something we want to send a message to people out there. You don't want to deal drugs in Scott County, because if you do, we're coming after you.
Owens says this is just the second time his office has used this charge. The statute passed less than 2 years ago, but with steeper penalties, he hopes it will be a deterrent.
Without the supply, there is no demand, right? I think people who have drug addictions and who possess drugs need to be held accountable.
Scott County has long faced overdose-related issues. Phil Stuckey with Thrive works to solve them and says new charges may not hit the nail on the head.
It's a hard one to us in our hearts, because we know the majority of the time when people have these crimes and they commit these things, it's to feed the addiction.
Stuckey said people do need to be held accountable, but believes recovery resources are the long-term solution.
We need to educate the community about addiction more than ever before.
Southern Indiana counties are poised to get millions in payouts from the opioid epidemic settlement. Stuckey sees that as a key opportunity.
It needs to go into the recovery community. It needs to go into shore up more therapists. We need to have better infrastructure.
Owens says the county is also working with law enforcement on a task force to help investigate overdose deaths.
It's a fight. It's going to be a long fight. It's not something that's going to happen overnight.
So while this week marks just one case,
and we've been working very hard to bring charges such as this,
there could be more to follow.
Bingaman is currently held in the Scott County Jail on a $100,000 bond. In the newsroom, Grace McKenna, WHAS 11 on your side.
Grace, thank you. The Scott County community has seen and fought the opioid epidemic firsthand. The county saw a severe HIV outbreak back in 2015, causing them to install a first-of-its-kind needle exchange program in Indiana, specifically the town of Austin. But after years of success driving down HIV case numbers and lowering the rate of overdoses, the county commissioners decided to stop the program.
Am I concerned about HIV and hepatitis? Absolutely, I am. Very worried about it. What I'm more concerned about is the people we cannot bring back to life.
While the county does not have the needle exchange program in place right now, they have installed a free Narcan vending machine at Scott Memorial Hospital. Narcan is a life-saving medication that can reverse an opioid overdose in minutes. If you or someone you know needs help fighting addiction, call the numbers on your screen. Specialists in both Kentucky and Indiana can connect you with helpful resources.